We'll see if we have the data for this one. I do need to clear some data. So bear with me until some digital upgrades are made. It is 12:05 p.m., a little bit earlier for me to break my fast, which is what I am about to do in the form of cantaloupe juice. So welcome to the TikTok viewers. I am speaking to my YouTube channel. So you have just arrived here by blessing of the TikTok algorithm, okay, at the Holistic Dining Room table, right, where you will see me here repeatedly over the next 3 years, talking about the holistic lifestyle from a fruitarian perspective, okay? So a holistic lifestyle can actually be, you don't have to cut out meat completely to practice a holistic lifestyle, okay? So a holistic person who includes meat into their diet might catch their own fish, they might hunt their own venison or deer, or maybe they know a farmer at their local farmers market who does either of those things. So I'm not here to bash meat unless it's from one of the industries or restaurants in the title served by the Food Matrix. Okay, so which 90% of the meat in the United States unfortunately is compromised and served by that Food Matrix you saw in the title. Okay. By the way, cantaloupe juice today. Okay. By the way, everyone, before I read the comments, I am screen recording this broadcast and every single broadcast to gauge the level of intelligence. You can always gauge someone's intelligence based off their question/comments. And we have some very, very intelligent TikTok users, and we also have some lower IQ individuals who do come into the channel from time to time. So, look, that being said, that's one of my favorite announcements of all time. It never gets old. It never gets old because it just gives me some relief knowing that most of the trolls in here, they will have to make a fake profile in order so they do not expose their low IQ. Okay, so guys, if you're ready, okay, so I'm going to address the comments. What's up, Jerome? I'm having a good day, guys. Look, I'm breaking my fast early with cantaloupe juice. I have just posted a video from yesterday onto the YouTube channel. So we are streaming onto the social media interwebs as promised. Digital upgrades are on the way. And guys, on November 1st, I will be embarking on a liquid fast for 30 days throughout the entire month of Thanksgiving. Yes, fast giving, okay? I have completed this attempt before in 2021 of November, so calm down any NPCs who might be triggered by that. Remember, you are being screen recorded for us all to enjoy later, okay? Food Matrix is fake, okay. I undermined everyone in my life. Okay, Mr. Vinyl Addiction, let me attempt to recover what I just did by spiritually addressing your role. My vinyl addiction, okay? My vinyl addiction, okay, was to food. The food I'm talking about, the Food Matrix. So if I offended you or anyone else, my vinyl addiction, please forgive me. I invite you to join the YouTube channel, OnlyMan619. I do screen record the comments, and then you will understand why I may have undermined, not everyone, because I did address the intelligent TikTok users. And let's be clear, there are sometimes I've come onto the live, maybe sometimes not as intelligent as others. However, I will be broadcasting and downloading my full authentic self regardless, for the sake of humanity, to be inspired to do the same. tap into their authenticity, strip themselves of food addiction, which allowed me to arrive here at the Holistic Dining Room table, by the way, for the next 3 years, whenever I want. Okay, specifically because I undermined my lower version of myself 7 years ago. I undermined that version of myself and actually extended my hand from this point and offered them the holistic perspective. So I needed some tough love. Okay, so my vinyl addiction. That being said, I would like to address you spiritually if you're still here. I do have your profile pulled up, and it looks like you're on the beginning. Okay, you are. It looks like you're established in the physical/financial realm, so it looks like you're good. So I invite you to open your mind a little bit further to what I could possibly be saying and why I would appear to be undermining people, okay? I invite you to open your mind and start to look for those answers, and I dropped codes on the page throughout the past 2 years. I've gained 60,000 people's attention, okay, specifically to spread this message and this message alone, okay? It has allowed me the freedom to do so. However, my vinyl addiction, I must inform you now, I only have 3 years to spiritually and emotionally, physically express myself on social media within a smart grid city, okay? At which point I will withdraw this digital avatar, okay, from the digital realms so that my spirit may once again advance, okay, and continue to heal / journey onward, unobstructed by the atrocities and processed foods of this food matrix, okay, which are more addictive than heroin, cocaine. All right, so this is what we are dealing with collectively. My vinyl addiction, I believe we all share some sort of addiction to these foods, given the severity of the drugs I just compared them to. So that is all I'm trying to share here. It is a very, very serious message. So it is not for the average. I do believe it is for the average person to come across this information. However, on TikTok, I do face a lot of opposition, my vinyl addiction, as you will see if you choose to enlighten yourself further. I invite you to do so here. Mushrooms, yes. Yes, on the ones you're thinking about, but also, can I enlighten you, dandelion, to some, and you probably already know, but obviously lion's mane, okay? Obviously oyster mushrooms, okay? Trumpet mushrooms, all of these are going to have a very, very similar effect taste-wise when it comes to meat. They're very, very good meat replacements. So if you're looking for a meat replacement, please don't get Impossible or Beyond patties, guys. These mushrooms literally can be replicated to taste like pulled pork, okay, crab, all right, almost anything that you want, all right. Belle, I'm going to have to, Belle says, you know the #1 cause of death in the United States is overdose, she says in all caps, okay. Let me fact check it and we can go from there. What is the #1 cause of death? Let's see. I don't know if that's what Google's going to say. Let's see. This is from injuryfacts.nsc.org. Okay, Bella, or sorry, whoever, Belle. So sorry. I have a firewall that is blocking access. 1 second. It does say the #1 leading cause of death is heart disease, okay? This is from injuryfacts.nsc.org. I don't know where you pulled your statistic from. However, this is saying in 2021, okay? So, yeah, so it's heart disease, cancer, COVID-19. I don't even see overdose on this list here. So, I don't know how accurate that is. I do believe it is heart disease. Honestly, it is heart disease. More people are on cheeseburgers than overdosing on heroin. Let's be completely honest here, Belle. So that was complete misinformation, Belle. I'm sorry that you're misinformed. No harm. I'm not mad at you or anything. But when we have McDonald's and Burger King and KFC and all these restaurants, those are the actual drugs the public is consuming en masse that we are overdosing on in the form of heart disease, okay, cancer, okay, etc. So people are overdosing 3 times a day on these foods, okay? They are literally overdosing 3 times a day, and that will lead to heart disease, which is by far the leading cause. Let me go back and type 2023 because, look, I have access to Google as well, and CDC.gov, okay? CDC.gov still says heart disease 2023. This is why I am here at the Holistic Dining Room table, offering the holistic remedies that will in fact reverse heart disease, okay? The #1 leading cause of death in 2023 according to CDC.gov. Alright? So I do believe that people need to hear this message, okay? Something told me before I went to this website, by the way, and confirmed that heart disease was in fact, I already had a feeling based off of my own common sense, okay? I'm not saying I'm always right, but I do have a powerful compass when my common sense is involved, okay? How am I using common sense to assess the situation? Okay, McDonald's every square mile, Starbucks every half square mile, which just got sued today again, okay, for serving poisonous food, okay, and they consistently have. So, Bella, please, Google, and look, again, Belle, everything I say isn't always correct, so I'm sorry for that. I really am. I overreacted. But when it comes to misinformation and the holistic, when it comes to the holistic message, I do get triggered. This is why I do screen record and repost my full authentic self. So even if I am wrong, okay, I can go back and I can already say right now that there are things I've said already in the past that have been mistaken, okay? However, I wouldn't have chosen this, I wouldn't be sitting here for the next 3 years if it wasn't dire situation humanity is facing, and it is confirmed by this website, okay? One more time, CDC.gov. I even forget because I don't care because their statistics honestly are fabricated. However, since people care about sources, CDC.gov is telling me this. Okay, I'm sorry everyone. Look, I'll look at the numbers, Belle. However, I'm going to continue on. But Belle, I promise you I will look into the numbers of overdoses later. That is not my concern right now. Okay, but I will, Belle, and I'm sure other people in here as well. Okay, so do you know if Bill Gates' Apple is really working with Yes, it is, Rediscovering Truly. So Bill Gates and Katy Perry have in fact teamed up, okay? Okay, so Bragg's Health Company, guys, please do not buy any more products. Katy Perry has now bought them out, okay, #1. #2, the apple cider vinegar that put them on the map for their healing properties is now being, and has been for a while, supplied by Bill Gates' very own GMO apples, okay? So they are hitting you from multiple angles using one of America's most prestigious health dynasty families, okay? Which they bought out and probably threatened, okay? So, look everyone, yeah, thank you for bringing that up. They are working together. And look, this is very evident because I think people are gonna point to more, because this is the hardest one to deal with, okay? Belle is not gonna be able to stop going to Chick-fil-A. Are you serious? Belle is probably in the drive-through line for Chick-fil-A right now. And Belle, if you are, I'm not bashing you because I was 7 years ago trying to break my addiction. However, I would not take self-responsibility, Belle. So look, all I'm asking is you to be honest, Belle. Yes, there are people overdosing, but it is since we are talking about it, I will look right now. Overdose deaths in US 2023. Okay, so far there are 111,000. Okay, that is this recording. That is slightly disturbing. Do you know the death I read from heart disease alone? 6 times that amount, 600,000. Second was cancer, that was 500,000. So, Belle, I'm not upset with you, Belle, okay? However, I am upset with a version of myself 7 years ago that made every excuse in the book, Belle, to not change their lifestyle, okay, Belle? Oh my God. So, thank you for your concern about the people who are on heroin, overdosing on whatever kind of drug that they have access to, okay? Meanwhile, the American public and their children, first and foremost, are being targeted each and every single day through cereal boxes, etc., Happy Meals. So I'm gonna calm down, Belle. One more strike, a calmer strike, Belle. So I didn't mean to scare you off, Belle, but please understand who you are dealing with here at the Holistic Round Room Table. I'm a holistic Jedi. I did not just spawn onto TikTok like some teenager, little kid person. I don't know what's on TikTok. Okay, I'm sorry for anybody that was not a bad. Look, I'm going to calm down, everyone, because obviously I was triggered once again, Belle. Okay, I was triggered. I will admit that, Belle. So look, I'm calm now, supposedly. Okay, so it is the biggest killer in the world, and I am sure of that. Yes, the food supply has leached its way out onto other parts of the world. What do you think the United States military is doing throughout the world? They're putting McDonald's into other countries. That is their goal, to spread this cancer across the earth. And you best believe that when there was a conflict between Russia and the United States, and they literally ended McDonald's and Starbucks. That was one of their first plans of cutting off that stronghold on their country. Now, don't get me wrong, there are still McDonald's and Starbucks there. However, the operations are no longer United States funded. I believe Russia has more control over those industries. Regardless, yes, McDonald's and Friends, okay, aka the military-industrial complex of the United States of America, is branching out their biological weapons via the food, okay, to the rest of the world, okay? So, yes. Thank you, Belle, okay. Belle, Belle. The Holistic Lounge is over there, Belle. I'm just kidding. Normally, I will threaten to mute people and then relieve them over there to Holistic Lounge with Kizna, as you can see, my emotional support animal. But Belle, I think this time I need to go. So Belle, honestly, Belle, thank you for your contributions, because even though I was upset at what you said, not at you, there are other people who needed that to resonate with, just like your name indicates. Even though it's not resonating with you right now, Belle, I do believe more people it will resonate with, okay? Colorado native, I always listen to my body. However, I do know from the previous fast I've experienced, I do need to up that calorie intake. I do. So I will be respecting that. And taking in a lot more fluids throughout the day, a lot more juices, okay? I had my last 8-day fast. I was just kind of skidding by with the juice here, a hot chocolate there, okay? Not respecting my energy levels, okay? Which is why I may have come on here a little bit anxious and excited, okay? So I will be, thank you, Colorado native. I will be, if anything, more juice is going to alleviate those issues. So yes, I'm listening to my body from the past, and it's telling me I need more juice this time, okay? Possibly more smoothies as well, okay? Which I do believe, considering the fast, I do believe I will be adding, instead of boxed coconut water, I do believe I will switch to fresh coconuts. So that is a new development. By the way, for anybody who is new here, I will be hosting slash participating in a liquid fast throughout the entire month of November. I have done this before. It is called Fastgiving. However, this is TikTok's first introduction. Look, Dr. Nicholas Curtis, I was wondering what happened to you. I really was wondering. So you had a salad, thank God, because you were... Dr. Nicholas Curtis was on pineapple juice for 30 days, and he wanted to come off his fast, or he was debating. However, Dr. Nicholas Curtis was considering having a steak and I believe a potato, but chose a salad instead. So cheers and Holistic Belt. A huge sigh of relief, Dr. Nicholas Curtis, honestly, a weight off my shoulders when you told me that, okay? So rediscovering yours truly, you're totally correct. Even Belle's presence here alone indicates her intelligence levels at all to even sit through a conversation like this. So Belle, don't think I misunderstood your intelligence, okay? Please don't think that, because for you even being here right now is a major display of intelligence throughout all of the live streams you could be participating in right now. So Belle, look, there's no hard feelings at all. Like I said, you have sparked others' creative minds for sure. You couldn't pay me to eat McDonald's. Dr. Nicholas Curtis, I'll pin the comment because if you guys want to do the experiment, buy your favorite McDonald's meal, okay, and leave it out on the counter for a few years to a few decades. Your choice. It will look the same either way. Okay, so that's why you couldn't pay Dr. Nicholas Curtis and I to eat McDonald's. So Colorado native asked the benefits, and let me step in on his behalf. I'm sure he'll answer, but I asked him this specifically multiple times, and he repeatedly answered this to build willpower specifically. Colorado native. Okay, to build willpower was his answer, okay? And Colorado native, when I was on my 8-day liquid fast, by the way, who Dr. Nicholas Curtis inspired, by the way, he's inspired me to do this and possibly inspired the Fastgiving starting on November 1st. So Dr. Nicholas Curtis has really sparked my creative mind here to carry on and really enhance on my own experience here. And I can confirm with him on day 8, I did have an immense amount of willpower, an immense amount. And I did feel that me eating food was to calm other people's down, because I was experiencing an amazing amount of energy that I was trying to get under control. So, yes, it was willpower, a mental willpower, and he needed weight loss. He just shared with us. I didn't catch that the first time. So awesome, Dr. Nicholas Curtis. Yes, and that was his answer below, Colorado native. So I can affirm, the weight loss was never an issue for me ever throughout my life. It was only gaining weight, even when I was eating meat. Okay, I could never gain weight, regardless. So I'll go over a few more comments, guys, and let's see. We need to start making everything at home, it says in all caps. Yes, we do. We really do. Guys, even this toothpaste, okay, literally soap now, look, it is very atrocious in an American grocery store, especially if you're in a Piggly Wiggly, okay? At least there are some grocery stores like Whole Foods, okay, even though they aren't perfect either, but they are aspiring to have legible ingredients on the labels. However, there are a majority or large group of individuals in parts of the countries who do not have access to these markets that the bigger cities do. So, yeah, we're in a situation here when it comes to our grocery stores being 95 to 99.9% poison. That is a challenging position to be in as a United States citizen. But we can fight back with farmers markets, okay? All right. I would start there, you know, with farmers markets. Everybody can Google farmers markets near me right now, okay? Dr. Nicholas Curtis, the way you're saying it, hold on, I'll be right back, everyone. The way you're saying, one second. Okay, so, if you can control your urge to eat, you can overcome much more. Okay, so, Dr. Nicholas Curtis, I totally agree with your sentence, okay? However, I don't... The only thing is, it's hard to put across, that to the average person, because it doesn't feel like, even for me reading the sentence, it doesn't feel like the average person would even be inspired by this. Like, you can overcome so much more. I feel like they would be like, okay, well, overcome what? You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's hard to put across in words how much willpower is accessible here, you know? It's really hard to express in a sentence, you know, the benefits of willpower, and not only willpower and defining willpower, but the actual willpower that is experienced, okay? It is very, very, very hard to communicate that to somebody. Do you understand what I mean, Dr. Nicholas Curtis? Like, how are you going to tell someone what level your willpower was at, when most people's willpower is not ever flexed like a muscle? You know what I'm saying? And because fasting, as you know, it's like a muscle. It gets easier over time, as you have said. So, Dr. Nicholas Curtis, that's all I'm saying is, how can we, because even before I embarked on my 8-day fast, I know all this stuff, and the willpower thing was hard for me to even remember until I was on day 7, day 8, and then I remembered, oh, wow, yes, immense amount of willpower to literally accomplish anything, okay? So that's what I don't think the average person really understands about the power of fasting and willpower in general. So that's just my overly long 10-minute rant that I do from time to time, by the way. Victoria, okay, so if you guys actually look at the layout of grocery stores, not only grocery stores, but hospitals too, it's basically like a maze, like a rat maze, okay? Like, if you go overhead, fly a drone, take off the roof and look down, yes, it's designed like a rat maze. Yes, okay, so what does that do to you as an individual, a rat subject, okay? It's funny how they operate. Okay, Dr. Nicholas Curtis, I will see you soon. Okay, Leia, thank you. I will follow you back, Leia, that friendly mom. One second. Okay, Leia, I have a good solution for you. I'm not ready to give up meat yet, but ready to give up dairy. Any advice getting started? Yes. If you have a Sprouts or Whole Foods, there are I don't know what kind of cheese you like, but I'm a fan. When I have a dairy replacement, it's mostly just coconut yogurt. Okay, and there's a really good brand out right now. I think it's called Coco Juno or something like that. However, you can use the yogurt to basically like sour cream, okay? I'm guessing you like cheese, so Leia, hold on. Okay, so Leia, so what kind of dairy are you having problems cutting out? Honestly, if you know a little bit more about dairy, I think that would help you make a decision. Can I refer you to a book right now? Do you have the ability to order a book online? It is not my book. It is called The World Peace Diet, okay? Mostly creamer. Okay, so that's an easy solution. In here, from Sprouts, you can get, let me show you. This is the absolute best creamer, plant-based creamer replacement that I've ever found, Leia. This is organic coconut cream at Sprouts. Sometimes it's 2 for $1, okay? Organic coconut cream. Look, I promise you, Leia, I promise you, it's way better, way tastier than conventional creamer. I promise. Okay, so the book you need to order right now, Leia. If you're having trouble coming off of it, then this will shift when you're probably midway through with the book. You will put down all dairy, and when you're done with the end of it, you will probably put down meat too. This is how powerful this book is, okay? Yes, grab it today. It was the #1 bestseller on Amazon for many years, okay? It is called The World Peace Diet, okay? The World Peace Diet, Leia, okay? And Leia, over the period of time when you have read it, please, Leia, please tell me how it has shifted your life and changed your perspective, okay? Because as I just said, Leia, I was in the same kind of loop as you, having trouble, not sure, definitely enjoying the new environment I was in. I just moved to downtown Fort Collins in Colorado, okay? First time in Colorado, right? Considering going plant-based, but enjoying the food matrix to the T, okay? Indulging in all of Fort Collins downtown most delicate whatever they had to offer, and wow. By the way, has anybody been to Fort Collins in Colorado? Very beautiful place, and the downtown area is so it's just so nice. Like, I don't know what it is about Colorado. However, look, once I read that book, Leia, and I was going out to eat almost every single day, and I knew I had a problem. And as I said, I was having trouble, still considering trying to give some stuff up. That book came in the mail, Leia, and I was plant-based for the next, and yes, I did have a few relapses here and there, but I was plant-based for the next until you see now, okay? And yes, there were periods of relapse here and there, but here I am, January 1st up until now, the most fresh fruit I've ever consumed throughout my entire lifespan, Leia, okay? So do you understand how powerful that book can be? Okay, so look, Leia, I think you do. So for you, Leia, I have just really given you some major like a boost in your journey right here, and the World Peace Diet, and you are on your way. And Leia, please come back and let me know what that did for you, what the book, how did it help you? Because I'm still waiting. I do know I had a partner, okay, in the past, and she is still plant-based due to this book, and yeah, so it has changed many lives for the people I know personally, and I'm just wishing to share that with you guys. So Leia, I would love to know. It's a great book. I give them out as gifts. Wow, Colorado native. Okay. I need to start doing that. I should just order the book in bulk and just start giving them away on the page. You know, like maybe I'll do a book giveaways or something. Just because it is a very powerful book. If I can just get used copies or something somehow. Okay, Leia has already ordered the book. Okay, so Leia, you are on. I'm excited for your shift, Leia. So I'm super excited to see who you are, or who you really are after, you know, once you gain access to yourself, which this book will help you do. It really does help you to gain access to who you are. It's crazy. By the way, anyone listening, World Peace Diet, order it now. Yes. Ethel Beach Tree. Look, you have no idea how hard it was for me, and I'm gonna follow you back, okay? So you have no idea how hard it was for me to break my addictions to this food matrix. Yes, especially being a server, waiting tables, okay, at Olive Garden, okay, at Chili's, etc. So look, I had access to free food, okay, and free alcohol. So I had to work within that environment while coming into work with juices, okay. When I made the decision 7 years ago to stop these foods, I still needed to make money to make my escape from that point. So yes, I had to go to work for at least 6 months straight, 40, 50, 60-hour weeks, while not consuming any of the food at all. So I know how hard it is, okay? I know how hard it is. Look, I believe if you can, I don't even think people who went through U.S. Marine boot camp could do something like that. And I promise, like, do you understand the amount of willpower that would take? Oh my gosh. Cosmos Crusader, did you just hear the story I just told? So let me see. Cosmos Crusader, look, I was literally a server, okay? And I don't know if you know about waiters in the food industry, but we can take food off of your plate whenever you want. If you can't see us, we are most likely feeding ourselves at your expense, okay? Yes, we are, okay? And yes, I did, okay? So I had access to that every single time I went into the kitchen, okay? Cosmos Crusader. So, and not only that, Cosmos Crusader, but the bartenders after every shift would pour me a free tall beer, okay? So, Cosmos Crusader, yes, if there are people in your house that cook food all the time, I definitely understand. I empathize with you. My partner Abigail still does eat some dairy / some meat from time to time that I will not eat. So, but it is hard. So I do empathize with you, but I want to offer you some inspiration by letting you know that it is in fact possible. By the way, I did that for 6 months straight, okay? Also, I performed 11-day water fast while waiting tables, okay? Doubles, all right? So, look, yes, it is hard. Can it be done? Yes, it can be done, okay? But that doesn't mean I empathize with it. It is hard. Been going on and off the plant-based diet. I'm currently fasting. Okay, so Cosmos Crusader, look, so just break your fast with fruit and on and off the plant-based diet. I think that is possibly okay for the right person. However, when you do introduce meat, no farm fresh or no farm salmon, okay, no farm fish, period, okay, fresh salmon, fresh fish, okay, and grass-fed beef, etc. If you're already doing that, perfect, okay. I meant to address Ethel, but I just don't feel good eating anything anymore, lol, so it's low vibrations. It's been difficult. Family is southern, stuck in fried food land. Ethel, I don't know where you're from, but I'm from Mississippi, okay, and when I started my journey, I was in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and you actually remind me of someone from Kentucky, okay? I don't know if you are them. Okay, you are not. South Carolina, okay? Cool. So, look, yes, I'm a Southern boy as well, okay? So, yes, fried food, and that was the industry I worked in. However, South Carolina does have access to some of the country's most beautiful and abundant produce through their farmers markets, okay? I've never been to South Carolina, but I have been to that part of the country, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. Very similar climate, very similar yields in produce, okay? So, Ethel, I'm sorry that I'm not pronouncing it correctly. If you Google farmers market near me, you will, I don't know how far you have to go, okay, but you will meet someone who can give you access to fresh food at a fair price, okay? So being in that area of the country, I'm super, 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 super interested to see what it has to offer, especially South Carolina. So if you could visit a farmer's market near there and then post it, I would love to see it, okay? Okay, so I definitely understand the feelings of not feeling so good after you eat. Okay, that is why I started my journey 7 years ago. Yeah, it's okay. It's a lifestyle switch, okay? Because you were born in South Carolina in the heart of fried food land, you are gonna have to go through some deprogramming. You will relapse, okay? So it's not a race. It's not a race, Athil. It's not a race. Just do the best you can. Cut out what you know is causing your chronic fatigue, okay? Cut out what you know, baby steps at a time. You will relapse, okay? But just add as many fresh fruits. Here's what will start a domino effect, Athil, okay? Bear with me on your names. I'm sorry. So breakfast, okay, so in the morning, you want to, instead of indulging in what you normally would, oatmeal, grits, whatever, okay, try a hot beverage, a hot tea, okay? Okay, and then always, always, always start your day with fresh fruit, no matter what. Those two things alone are gonna start a domino effect that will eventually cause you to make better decisions throughout the day. However, start there, and then that's your first two dominoes, and then you act accordingly, cutting stuff out from there. Okay, it's not a race. Okay, yes, tea. Okay, so tea, and the closer you can get to herbs, like an actual herb with a tea ball, is going to be obviously. I would definitely stay away from the tea bags. Okay. So yeah, just the closer you can get to the source of the tea. Okay, awesome. Okay, Athil. So every time I do a live stream, I always will connect with one person at least. Awesome. So you're already on that vibe with the tea. So let me spiritually evaluate your situation before I exit this table. I might have already done this, but it looks like you are on the beginning, okay, and you are looking. So you're on. I'm sorry. Well, yes, you are on the beginning, but what I meant to say was you have a very open mind and you are actively seeking, okay? So in order to get it what it is you're looking for, greater health, etc., that you're trying to break out of chronic fatigue, okay? Everything I'm telling you, okay, the holistic method, which is not just me talking, I've gathered immense amount of resources, personal experience, to back this message up. Okay, I have mentors I can refer you to, mentors like Adama, who is a 7-year-old priestess. Okay, runs a raw food restaurant in Atlanta, hosts her own talk show from 12 in the morning to 3 a.m. broadcasting the same types of message. Okay, so this is not just me just coming on here for no reason. There's a network of holistic warriors attempting to pull each and every one of you out of the zombie NPC mindset, okay? Because we were all once there, and especially you and I being from the South, yes, we are under heavily attacked and under that region, okay? Due to our spiritual abilities, by the way, okay? Did you know that? Because if you see in the north, it's not that saturated, especially parts of Montana and just more Caucasian areas, if you will not see them as saturated, okay, with the death industry foods, as my mentor Adama refers to them as. I call it the food matrix, okay? She calls it the death industries. We all have our own play on words, but we all share the same message, okay? So that being said, I will be reposting some of Adama's powerful messages, okay? Yes, it is easy to relapse. However, this is why I've created the Holistic Network, and I have relapsed many, many times, okay? So let's be clear, that is just part of the journey. That's just like you get up and you fall, like a baby will get up and they'll eventually, though, here's the beautiful thing about the relapses. There will come a point, and I promise, and this is when you know that all the work was worth it, okay? And I'm gonna end here. When you decide for the first time that I would rather not have that food because I know I'm going to relapse, I would rather indulge in the activity that I was going to, because I know the relapse will cause me to crash. So want you to choose yourself, self-love, and your ability to express yourself over that temporary indulgence that you will be paying for through chronic fatigue. Once you are there, then another shift will be made in your journey, okay? And that's a milestone at that point, I believe. So let's just take baby steps to that point. And remember, it's not a race, okay? Yes, the book, okay? I will write it down. It's called The World Peace Diet, but I will write it down really quick, and I will pin it for 60 seconds, and then I will leave the live stream. Okay, so this book, again, I was having problems going plant-based, okay? I was eating out every single day, okay? I actually drove an ice cream truck for that period of the time for a couple months and was literally eating ice cream bars in the back of the ice cream truck, okay? However, literally, this book ended all of that. This book ended all of that, okay? Now, yes, I did relapse here and there, okay? However, it made a very, very, very powerful shift where I was able to go plant-based for the next seven years, okay? Here I am 7 years later, okay? What's up, Paris? You're at school, but you're getting more education in this 10 seconds than you probably are getting at school, Paris, so you're welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm at PE. Okay, well in that case, I'm just kidding, Paris. Come on, Paris, you need to run some laps, Paris. Come on, put the phone down, Paris, and go do some stretches. All right, Paris, I will be here. I do recommend you join the class for physical education. Okay, Paris. As my personal Padawan. All right. You know, do nothing to but sit. Yeah. Some schools are like that. Yeah, where the PE class will just sit in the bleachers the whole time. So that is physical education in the United States of America. All right, Paris. Well, you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to finish this beverage, do some editing / uploading, and I will be back with you all this evening, okay? And I share the same sympathies. Look, Paris, it's gonna be over soon, okay? I don't know what to tell you except I've been through it, and it is a completely natural emotion that you're feeling, okay? So, yeah. All right. Thank you, Paris. By the way, if you guys haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, it is OnlyVan619. I do repost this live stream along with the screen recorded comments to the YouTube channel, okay? Every conversation. Okay, guys, which I'm going to do right now, all right?